Welcome to another episode in the CMS Beginner Training series. This video is specifically tailored to the K-8 specialized teen, youth workforce development, and violence prevention and intervention strategies. Today, I will walk you through how to set up a group activity. First, click on the Direct Activities tab on the left navigation menu. Notice that there are a few types of activities that you can create. Group activities include any activity that will involve 2 or more youth, such as recreational sports, an art class, or a group field trip. Individual activities include activities such as one-on-one tutoring and career counseling. Teen programs may want to create workshops, trainings, and meetings for activities that involve their non-core youth. We will go over this in more detail in the Creating a Workshop Training Meeting video. VPI programs will focus on the case management module and will actually be creating very few group activities. Case management is covered in more detail in the Case Management video series. In this video, we will focus primarily on creating group activities, as these are the most common activities created amongst our programs. Under Group Activities, you will see a list of activities that your program has done in prior fiscal years. You can edit existing activities and take attendance by clicking on the desired activity. To add a new one, select the Add Activities tab at the top of the page. First, give the activity a title. Then, select the correct funding source. It is important to note that if your agency has more than one program funded by DCYF, it will all show up in this list of funding sources. Please be sure that you are selecting the correct one for this activity. Do not use other sources not applicable before checking in with your program officer to see if it is appropriate to do so. Finally, provide us with a 2 to 3 sentence description of the activity, including the number of youth being served, the location, and what participants will be doing. Once finished, click Save and Proceed. This next page asks you to attach your activity to a service site and cycle. The purpose of this field is to let us know where and when the activity will be happening. If your program will be operating over multiple cycles at a specific site, you will see that site listed more than once, each time next to a different cycle. Please be sure that you are selecting the correct site and cycle during which this activity will take place. Note that these sites and cycles pull directly from your work plan. If the site or cycle that you're looking for is not listed here, it is because it was not entered into the Services and Projections page of your work plan. To make sure, you can use this link here to open up your work plan in a new tab. You can use it for comparison while setting up your activity. Once finished, click Save and Proceed. Next, you will need to decide which activity category your activity falls under. You have multiple options listed here, but you will only choose the categories for which you are funded to provide. As noted previously, you can use the link below to open up your work plan in a new tab to see which categories you have the option of choosing. You can use this link here to see a list of activity category definitions. Once you have selected the proper activity category, you will assign staff to the activity. The staff members listed in this drop-down menu is pulled directly from the staff records in the CMS. If you do not see the staff member listed here, you will need to create a staff record before you can assign them to this activity. You can assign up to 1 lead staff and as many support and volunteer staff as you'd like. Once you're done assigning staff, you can move on and click Next Step. You will now be prompted to create a program schedule. Your program will add multiple dates if you are creating your initial program schedule for a recurring activity, and a single date if it is a one-day event like a field trip. Because my sample activity runs for an entire school year, I will choose to add multiple dates. First, enter the begin and end dates for the specific activity. Be sure that the begin and end dates that you enter here match the dates entered in your work plan for the appropriate cycle. In the previous steps, you used the Services and Projections link to open up the work plan in a new tab. Let's take a look at it now. Remember that for this activity, we decided it would happen at Sample Teen Site during the school year cycle. Any activity that happens at this site and at this cycle should have the same start and end date as what you entered in your work plan. Once you have confirmed these dates, you will enter them into your schedule. Then, enter the begin and end times for each day your activity will be taking place. It is important to note that once you add the schedule, the activity will be scheduled for every day that falls between the schedule start and end dates. This includes holidays and any day that you will not be holding programming. You can watch the video titled Adding and Deleting Dates from Your Activity to learn how to clean up your schedule so that it more accurately reflects the work that your program is doing. Once you add your schedule, you will be taken to a summary page of your activity. It is now ready for editing, enrollment, and attendance. Please see the links below in the video description box to find other helpful CMS Beginner Training videos. I'll see you next time.